I'm Chris Jakomick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deploy to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important, but I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text actually from my stepmom. It's like, you need to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates. And she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day. 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought, we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not gonna be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. He had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I've not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired, a little over a year ago, I set forth, was like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. It's like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. physically I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission and is relentless about it. Every day he pushes it. From the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life, it was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called to me, and then I kept going. It's like, that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah. He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going, because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas, where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious, because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program, and it transformed into lo and behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service, but at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this, because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home. That's what it's about.
Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia.
All right, thank you, sir. Starting us out from Air Education and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Cariña. Yes, yes, yes. Air Combat Command, out of Texas, Master Sergeant Nicole Nikki Favuza. From Valdosta, Georgia, Technical Sergeant retired Antonio Del Vecchio. From East Liberty, Ohio, Airman retired Pete Murphy. Technical Sergeant retired Margie Hinkle. And coming up next, former pole vaulter, that is very similar to Blaze Velarde, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, Master Sergeant retired Chris Jack Jackamek. Warrior Games competitor back on the team, Staff Sergeant retired Joseph Alex Pate.
Whew.
What? He did
All right.
big things back in the day. He's gonna do big things. Coming to you from St. Henry.
Wow. We look at Mission 22 and we see all the shirts, we see all the flags out there. I don't think enough of the people understand how big the programs actually are and how that is actually in there. And like, I'm a benefactor from the donations of these private donors that are there to allow me to live life, to improve life for not only myself, but for friends, for fellow veterans, for my children, for my girlfriend, for my family, is to be that, to say, you know what? We can keep going at the end of the day. We can keep going, no matter how hard it gets. no matter how difficult life becomes, we can keep going.
We have this value in the Air Force, this belief, a wingman concept. We're going to take care of each other. We've got each other. And it gives us hope, right? And so if you have been knocked down, I say this a lot, by the baseball bat of life, right? You're on the ground. If you know that someone's got you, it's got your six, no matter what, that's going to help you get back up again. And that's part of Mission 22, I think, for him. That connection, that human connection, that's what's going to save us. Yeah, that's what saved him. He can be a light in darkness. No matter how dark that spiral is, to know that someone got back up again and navigated their way out, that they can get through it too, that they are not alone. Not for one moment of one day. That's what he could be. He could be a beacon of light.
Get all drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to week number 2. Again, we are at Fairbury, so we ask that you bring your patience. As always, at Got Your Six Racing Network. The whole purpose behind what I do is to raise awareness. 22 veterans a day take their own life on average. So we're doing our small part. You'll notice that we do play veteran promos throughout the night. If you can donate, that'd be awesome. If not, you know a veteran out there, reach out, let them know you care about them. Your conversation could save a life. So the Dash for Cash, we got a little clarity of what's going to happen with the Week 13 Dash for Cash. We're going to post the official rules. You must at least race in 6 of our races throughout the season to be eligible. And you must be a feature winner to go to the Dash for Cash. And it looks like we're going to do a regular Friday Night Lights with 358s, limited late models, 305s. Take the best average finishes is how we're going to figure out who gets what prize. The goal is to pay everyone, but we will see how that works out as we move forward. And that's all brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. Like to greatly thank those folks for coming on board. Other than that, again, we are looking at numbers very closely. If your number does not match that number that you are assigned in iRacing and in the league, it's going to be a warning your first time, feature EOL the second time, and the third time you will be parked until your number matches that requested in the league numbers folder. Those of you that are not on Discord, you have to be on Discord to race in Friday Night Lights. It's the only way that we can communicate. Had a couple drivers that I still have not been able to get a hold of because they are not on Discord. So please, if you're not on Discord, please do so. As always, we do mute microphones right before qualifying. Kind of a contentious subject for some, but it is the only way that I can admin and live broadcast at the same time. So please, I hope you understand. We're looking for admins. Had a couple conversations today on how we're going to make that happen. Do we pay admins since we can't get volunteers? I don't know what that looks like yet, but we're continually improving your league to try to get things much better for you guys. That's all I have for tonight. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? And Doyle, I do have my my headset turned on this time, so I'll be able to hear you. Who was that again? Hey, Brennan, I'll post that on our Facebook page since you can't get into Discord for you to get in unless someone can send that real quick to Brennan Weeks. All right, fellas, no other questions. We are going to advance. I wish you the best of luck. Again, please bring your patience and put on a great show tonight. So there you have it. Welcome back to Friday Night Lights. You just heard us wrap up the drivers' meeting. We got some exciting business going on this season, including that dirt track bank dash for cash in week 13. Looking real forward to that. Like to thank the good folks at the Dirt Track Bank in Malvern, Iowa, for coming on board and helping us out, super people. That's where Got Your Six Racing Network banks. We are getting ready to go qualifying. First out, we'll follow the 28 car of Jeff Sharp. Looks like we do have a ton of cars. We have some folks that will be going home tonight. Looks like we have 29 cars that are going to take qualifying time. So great turnout tonight. Greatly appreciate that from the drivers. Again, we are following along. Isaac Salas to the top of the board. Venom Racing driver in the 5 machine. Chris Cox in P2. Salas with a 12.736. Dean Meitzler's with us in the, just finishing up his laps in the 49 car. Good enough for a 12th quick. Daniel Cook in the 10 just finishing up. Morano in the 33 machine out on the track. This is the John Morano version. Jesse Ingram, last week's winner in the 7 car, 17th quick. He won in limited late models last week. Brennan Weeks, currently 8th quick. Kevin Davis in the 27. Just finishing up his run. Last year's champion, the 19 of Lefebvre, puts it at the top of the board. Edging out his teammate with a 12.715 for Ryan Lefebvre. Following along with Adam Flieger in the 38 machine. No Chance Motorsports car brought to you by Gears Unlimited. Let's see how the 38 does. Currently 26th quick. Gets into that outside wall a little bit, so this lap probably will not count. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine out on track. Currently 11th quick. Coming for his second lap. 11 quick for the 24. Adam Flieger just wrapping up his run. So we do have a packed field tonight, which is great to see. Can't wait to get the action underway. 24 out on the track for some extra practice. Again, tonight is brought to you by Magnum Race Designs. Magnum Race Designs offers iRacing wraps, hero cards, logos, flyers, and even t-shirt designs. If you're looking for a new design, you want attention to detail, competitive pricing, and fast turnaround times, check out Magnum Race Designs on Facebook, where you can contact them directly through Messenger. Magnum Race Designs is a proud sponsor of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights 358 Modified Division. Ryan Lefebvre to the top of the board with a 12.715. We are getting ready for heat racing. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Heat 1 to the grid. Lefebvre, Brian Lawson on the front row. Donald Ingram, Michael Vital in row 2. D.V. Runkle, Joe Canellis in 3. Clay, not sure what is, Christofferson, Anthony Morano in 4. Daniel Cook, John Morano round out your field of 10 drivers. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump to start. Do not pass before the start finish line. We're going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the show. Everybody else is going to a B, maybe a C at the end. Consolation race to get into the feature. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. This is a short track. Caution comes out. I ask you to go where iRacing tells you to go and get there in a hurry. Good luck. Pace truck should exit this next time by. Got a Venom Racing front row with the Brian Lefebvre and Brian Lawson, the Magnum Race Designs owner. Prior Navy service member. I'd like to thank Brian for his service. Green flag is out. We are underway. 19 car of Lefebvre down low. Lawson in the 9 car is going to give that high side a try. 19 car will be able to sneak in front of his teammate there. Looks like the battle going to be for the 4th and final transfer position. Currently, Donald Ingram in the 10 car is the 4th and final transfer with the 1 car of Joe Canellis on the outside looking in. Canellis makes a little bit of contact. Now Anthony Morano in the 320 machine in the first car on the outside looking in. Looks like your front few have got lined up nose to tail. Donald Ingram again in that 4th and final transfer position. Not sure how hard he'll put it. Michael Vital in the 213. I'd like to thank Michael for his service in the United States Air Force. Greatly appreciated, Michael. Anthony Morano now filling up the mirror of the 10 car. Dives down low, thinking about a slide job. Can't make it happen. Ingram able to hold off the charge from Anthony Morano. We got the 51 car of Christofferson down low. Up front, Ryan Lefebvre getting away from the field. Brian Lawson in P2. Michael Vital in 3. Donald Ingram in the 4th and final transfer position. We are working lap 7 of 8. Looks like Clay Christofferson's trying to get something rolling there. Trying to run on that bottom side behind Joe Canellis in the 1 car. White flag, 1 to go. Lefebvre, Lawson, Vital in the 213, and Donald Ingram. Ingram's going to go for P3. He dives down low. 320 car tries a crossover, coming to the line. Lefebvre, Lawson, Vital, Ingram. Run it out to the back stretch. Watch your contact, please. Great heat race. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Isaac Salas, Chris Cox on the front row. Brennan Weeks, Gavin Chatham in row 2. Butch Baker, Jeff Sharp in 3. Dean Mitzler, Doyle Lawrence, Adam Flieger is the 9th and final driver in heat number 2. All right, fellas, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck leader. Everybody else, once we get to 1 to go, half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4 heading to the show. 8 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Looks like Brennan Weeks did not make the grid here. So Weeks in the 120 car is looking to go to the back of the field. Five car of Isaac Salas will bring us to the green flag. He's got Chris Cox, limited late model champion, to his outside. Chris Cox told us in an interview he's going for all 3 championships this year, so we will see how that plays out. Green flag is out. We are underway. That 5 car is going to be hard to beat. Driver out of North Dakota of Venom Racing's Isaac Salas. Looks like Gavin Chatham in the back. Got into a little dust up there. Salas holding off Chris Cox. Butch Baker in P3. The 49 of Dean Mitzler. Trying that bottom side, trying to run underneath Jeff Sharp in the 28 machine. Looks like the high side car's getting a great run off that top side. Currently, Gavin Chatham is on the first car on the outside looking in at your top 4. Isaac Salas, Chris Cox, 1-2. Butch Baker back there, the 97 car. Venom Racing drivers running 1 and 3 currently. We'll go on board with Chris Cox, see what it looks like from the cockpit of the 515 as he's running behind Isaac Salas in the 5 car. Magnum Race Designs on board the 5 machine. Looks like the top 4 have settled it out. Jeff Sharp in the 28, currently in the 4th and final transfer position. Gavin Chatham's not done yet. He's trying to hunt down. We are working lap 7 of 8. Up front, Isaac Salas putting on a show. 1 lap to go. Salas, Cox, Baker, Sharp, Does the 24 car of Gavin Chatham have anything for Sharp? He's going to try. Chatham dives it down low. Can he get a run off that bottom side? No, sir. Salas, Cox, Baker, Sharp. Run it out to the back stretch. Watch contact. Great heat race. A couple of great heat races so far tonight. We have settled 8 of our positions. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Kevin Davis, Anthony Vital, Dylan Corey, Zachary Loomis, Doug Erngray, Jesse Ingram in row number 3, Malachi Smith, Billy Roberts in 4, Chris Alvey rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, fellas, welcome to heat number 3. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. 8 laps to get it done. Top 4 heading directly to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. Kevin Davis, a new member of Venom Racing, starting on the pole in the 121. He's got Anthony Vital Jr. to his outside. Got 8 laps to get this done. We have sent 12 cars to the feature so far, 8 cars to the feature so far. We will send the remaining over the next. Green flag is out. We are underway. A little bit of contact in the back. Kevin Davis gets away. 21 of Vital Jr. pulls right up to the rear tail tank of the 121. The 21 battling the 121. Slide job crossover between Vital and Davis. Those two putting on a show up front. The 121 came up, squeezed the 21 a little bit there. 7 car of Jesse Ingram in the 4th and final transfer position. Gears Unlimited owner Billy Roberts in the field in the 99 machine, currently up to P5, the first car on the outside looking in. We do have 1 car that's running that bottom side. Looks like the 28 gets up into the outside wall. No caution will come out. Kevin Davis now pulling away from the field in the 121. Vital Jr. in P2. Jesse Ingram and Billy Roberts now in the 99 machine moves up to the 4th and final transfer position. 69 of Ngari running that bottom side. Up front, Kevin Davis working lap 6 of 8. We only have a couple more to go. Looks like the 69 pulls in line right behind the 99 of Billy Roberts. We probably have a slide job coming here. Up, Jesse Ingram, 1 to go. White flag is out. Kevin Davis with the lead over Anthony Vital Jr. by 0.3 of a second. 21 car dives down low. Going to try to get underneath the 21. Can't make it happen. Coming to the line. Davis, Vital, Ingram, Roberts. Run it out to the back stretch. Watch contact, please. Another great heat race, fellas. Car's putting on a heck of a show tonight. This is short track. It's not much time to gab. Got a lot going on. Heat 4, or B main. B main to the grid, please. Anthony Mirano, Gavin Chatham on the front row. Doug Ngari, Joe Canellis in row 2. Meitzer Corey in 3. Clay Christopherson Flieger in 4. Malachi Smith, D.V. Runkle in 5. Get my... Doyle Lawrence, Chris Alvey in 6. Daniel Cook, Brennan Weeks in 7. Zachary Loomis, John Morano in row number 8. All right, fellas, welcome to the B main. Same thing as the heat races. Leader 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, we're going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Twelve of you will go to the feature. So looks like 4 will head home at the end of this. Got 10 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean, put on a heck of a show. Good luck. But we will be sending home 4 of these cars in the field. Anthony Mirano and Gavin Chatham will roll off on the point. Pace truck is off. Anthony Morano in the 320 is going to bring us to the green flag in the Gears Unlimited entry. Green flag is out. We are underway. Gavin Chatham takes no time to get that 24 rolling on that top side. Joe Canellis in the 1 car not far behind Gavin Chatham. Back it down. Caution is out. We will try to get a look at the accident. Looks like Adam Flieger. Looks like the 44 car gets in the back of Flieger there. Replay brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. .4444 EOL. All right, fellas, go where iRacing tells you to get. We are going to give the 1 to go this time by. Working lap 6 of 10. Leader at the exit of turn 4 is your go point. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. In the back, let's get caught up, please.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is back out. Boy, we had a mess there. It looks like the drivers settled it out by themselves. 320 of Morano down low. We're going to run 3 wide at Fairbury. Not highly advisable. But they make it through. 69 car. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure which car that is. We'll go with John Morano here and see if we can't find out what happened. Like Morano just checked up by himself.
Green flag, green flag. Caution, yellow flag.
Working lap 7 of 10. Gavin Chatham still in the lead here. Lights should turn off on the pace truck, or 4 of 10, my apologies. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine, leading the 69 of Doug Ngari. Morano, Canellis, Corey are your top 5. 24 is off. Great jump by Gavin Chatham. Joe Canellis, the first car, going to give that bottom side a go, trying to get underneath the 320. Dylan Corey and Dean Metzler back battling it out. It's like the 49 giving that inside a go. Clay Christopherson in the 51 machine running the high side. It's like everybody else is up high. Malachi Smith in the 13 Venom Racing driver. Doyle Lawrence in the Dirt Track Bank number 3 car. Owner of Raven Graphics. Like to thank Doyle for his support of the league. Zachary Loomis in the 37 is back in the mix. Looks like the track is starting to get pretty slick. Up front, Gavin Chatham leading Doug Ngari by 0.3 of a second. 12 will head to the feature. Currently the 96 car of Chris Alvey is the 12th car on the grid. The 33 car of Morano is 1 lap down. So it looks like, barring any drastic incidents, the 96 car will be heading to the feature here. We did get the 1 to go. Coming to the green flag. Chatham, Ngari, Morano, Canellis, and Corey are your top 5. We will have 3 minutes of warm-up, and we will be right back.
Biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom. 2 words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We're getting ready to go feature racing. Michael Vital with a 12.917 in warm-ups is your quick time for warm-ups. We do have a full field for the feature. Feature to the grid. Ryan Lefebvre, Salas on the front row. Davis Lawson in 2. Cox Vital in 3. Vital Baker in 4. Ingram in 5. Sharp Roberts in 6. Chatham Ngari in 7. Morano Canellis in 8. Corey Metzler in 9. Christopherson Smith in 10. Loomis Lawrence in 11. Runkle and Alvey are your starting order. All right, fellas, welcome to the feature. Just like your heat races, nothing changed. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the one to go, ask you to tighten it up. Leader, a lot closer to the pace truck than that, please. Once we get the one to go, everybody else, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Got 25 laps to get it done. Race hard. Been a heck of a show so far. Good luck. Last year's champion in the 19 car will roll off on the pole with his teammate. We have 3 Venom Racing drivers starting in the top 4. Or 4 out of 4, my apologies. Green flag is out. Looks like a little bit of slinky effect there. Lefebvre's going to dive down low.
The yellow flag is out.
Back it down. Caution is out. Back it down. Not sure what happened there. See if we can't get a quick look. Looks like we do not have a good look at it. 99 car heads to the pits. All right, get where the iRacing's telling you to go. Please get there in a big hurry. Ryan Lefebvre, we didn't get, we're working lap 2 here. Lefebvre will start on the inside of his teammate once again. Looks like that top side's getting slick. Look from your leader behind the pace truck here. Lights are off on the pace truck. You can see that top side getting super slick out there. Ryan Lefebvre will bring us to the green flag. Pace truck is off. Turns over the field to your leader. Isaac Salas in the 5 car.
Green.
We are back underway. 19 car Lefebvre down low. Davis follows him on that low side. Isaac Salas working that high side. Got Chris Cox. We have a whole host of cars behind them.
The yellow flag is out.
Back it down. Caution is out. Got up into the wall all by himself there. All right, fellas, let's settle in. Working lap 4 of 25. Don't forget, coming up next, we got the limited late models. We are still looking for sponsorship for the limited late models. If you're interested, let us know. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 19 of Ryan Lefebvre. No stranger to that front row. Got his teammate to his outside. The 5 of Isaac Salas. 19 car is off. We are back underway. Salas, Kevin Davis, Chris Cox in the 5. Oh, looks like someone there. Back it down. Big wreck in 4. Big wreck in 4. Looked like that was, not sure who there. Brian Lawson in the 9. See if we can't get a better picture here. 213 slides up into the 9. .213 EOL, 213 EOL. Ryan LaFay still at the front of the field. Sun is setting here on Fairbury. All right, drivers, next time by, we're going to give the 1 to go. So got plenty of time to get back in line. Riding the fave, Isaac Salas, Kevin Davis, Venom Racing 1, 2, 3 currently. Chris Cox in the 151 in P4. Cox has Anthony Vital Jr. behind him. We are underway. 19 car of LaFave with a great jump on Isaac Salas in the 5 car. Chris Cox now working that higher side. That was close. Thought Vital Jr. and Cox were going to make contact. Good work by those two drivers. Butch Baker in the 97 car outside of the 7 of Jesse Ingram. Butch Baker, Venom Racing driver. Got a ton of Venom Racing drivers in the field tonight. Donald Ingram in the 10 car running in P8. Jeff Sharp in the 28 P9. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine is moved up 3 from his starting position, currently in the top 10. Anthony Vital Jr. is now going to battle it out. Caution's out, back it down. It's like the 44 car, not sure what happened there. We are about to find out. Just goes around by himself, bringing out the caution. All right, fellas, working lap 9 of 25. This is our second week in a row to visit a short track. Always a challenge. Lights go off on the pace truck. We do have 1 to green. Again, at the front of the field is the 19 car of Ryan LaFave with Isaac Salas. No change in your front 5.
Green, green, green.
Davis, or Vital Jr. is the first one to dive down low in the 21 machine. Davis in the 121, kind of running a middle line there. Chris Cox is going to follow along. Looks like that bottom side is super rough. Got a battle between the 21 of Vital and the 515 of Chris Cox. Davis up into the wall. No caution. Ryan LaFave still at the front of the field with Isaac Salas right behind him. Going to be in lap traffic here. Back it down. Caution is out. Riding along with the 69 car. Guess it was before that. Guess iRacing did not capture what happened that time. DV Runkle in the 44 car just gets sideways in front of the field. See, like Runkle has left. All right, fellas, given the one to go, let's tighten it up. Ron Lefebvre still out front, led from flag to flag so far. His teammate's still right behind him. Pace truck should exit this time by working lap 13 of 25, so we did make it to halfway.
Green, green, green.
Chris Cox in the 515 tried to time that green flag. Tried to move underneath the 5 of Salas. Salas is able to hold on to it. Now the top two move to the high side. And a host of cars down on that low side. Cox, Vital, Ingram on the bottom side. Good battle by those drivers. Looks like Vital in the 21 way up on that berm. Get a look at the track overall. Doyle Lawrence in the Dirt Unlimited 3 machine back in 13th position, up 9 from the start. Looks like we got quite a few people up 9 from the start. We are 2 by 2. Chris Cox getting that bottom working in the 515. Pulled up even with the 19 car. Lap 17 of 25. Now Isaac Salas decides to go down and give it a try. We're going to take it 3 wide. Ryan Lefebvre running out of grip up there on that high side. That band of that cushion has moved up just about up to the wall. Cox currently moving into P2 in the 515. Great run by Cox. Isaac Salas in the 5 car moves back up behind his teammate. Back it down. Caution is out. Dylan Corey just makes contact with the 49. 2 cars going for the same spot on the racetrack. Ryan Lefebvre at the point. 515 split his, got in between that Venom Racing at the front. Chris Cox in the 515 and P2. Isaac Salas in P3. Lights are off on the pace truck. We will be going green next time by. Working lap 20 of 25. Green flag is out. Cox on the rear tail tank or the rear bumper of the 19 car. Chris Cox continue to work that bottom side. Right around the tires, getting super rough down there, but he's making it work in the 515. Working lap 21 of 25. Laps are, we're running out of laps here. Isaac Salas and his teammate. Isaac Salas and, my apologies, Ryan Lefebvre leading with Isaac Salas, his teammate, behind him. Got a host of cars running the bottom. Chris Cox, Anthony Vital Jr. down on that bottom side. Ingram down there in the 7 car. We saw Jesse. Looks like Cox is going to make a pass for the lead here. Working lap 23 of 25. The 515 getting that bottom going. Ryan Lefebvre is committed to that top side. Lefebvre finished second last week. Back it down. Caution is out. Like the 49 gets up into the wall. A couple cars got up into the wall there. Made contact. So Chris Cox to the point. The 515 worked all night to get to move that 515 to the point. Gets in front of Ryan Lefebvre there. Working that bottom side. We will have a green-white checker here. Excuse me. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're getting ready to settle it. Hopefully this time, Cox, Lefebvre, Salas are your top 3. .515 with a great start. Staying on that bottom side. Track's about gone. Does not get a good run on the bottom side. Ryan Lefebvre on the top may get the advantage. Chris Cox, Ryan Lefebvre with the current lead. We're going to bring it to the flag. Chris Cox takes the lead back over on the bottom side. Chris Cox coming off the bottom. Lefebvre, Cox, Salas. Top 3 start finish line, please. What a run to the finish. The 515 got it done. Moved up to the lead there momentarily. Could not get a good run off the bottom of 4. Isaac Salas, last year's champion, takes another win in the modified division. So we're waiting for Ryan Lefebvre to come into the picture. I can make that work. Don't forget to go up for your interviews, fellas. Looks like we got Isaac Salas in the room. We'll get a word with the driver out of North Dakota, the 5 car of Isaac Salas. Isaac, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, that was a lot of fun. It looks like you guys battled it out there. It looks like the top went away. Cox was able to make that bottom work. Where were you most comfortable running?
Joe, it's me, right up against that wall, baby.
There wasn't much left, brother. You were up there.
Yeah, there wasn't nothing. I had comfort.
Great run by you, man. You put it on the podium. Welcome back, by the way. I like the new car wrap. And you got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, obviously we can start with the wrap, Magnum Race Designs, with teammate Mr. Brian Lawson. Thank you to the Super Dirt Car Series and Dean Reynolds for sponsoring me and sponsoring Venom actually. So that's pretty awesome. You know, it's pretty cool. And thanks to Venom, you know, those guys support me week in, week out, whether it's a 3rd place finish or a 1st place finish or 18th. So thanks to them. Thanks to everyone that came and raced, everyone that's watching the broadcast, and then obviously thank you to you, Joe. I love you, buddy. Like, I was so excited. I was like, you gotta just keep it on the podium just so you can talk to Joe. That's all you gotta do.
Attaboy. You You going to get in that Dash for Cash thing here in week 13?
Oh, you bet I am. I'm gonna.
Great run, man. You going to run the limiteds?
Yes, sir. I will. I'll try to see if I can beat Chris Cox in a limited late model. I know he's good in a limited late model, so we'll see.
All right, man. Good luck to you. Hope to talk to you again.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Last year's champion in the limited late models, Chris Cox, drives the 515 up 3 positions from the start. Chris, I thought you had him there down low, man. How was your run?
She did good once I realized it was on the bottom. Otherwise, I thought I was going to have it in the bag. I just messed up during the restart. Going into one, I guess I just overdrove it. And then it just kind of just let it gain on me too much, and I just couldn't pull away from him.
Yeah, man, that was fun to watch. Now, you said you were going to go for all 3 championships this season, and man, it looks like you're trying to do that here. Great run by the 515. Got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
I'd like to thank MJC Desktop Fabrications, Cox Gaming, Friday Night Lights for putting us on, you for admitting, the Ingram brothers for being on my team and helping me out and showing up. That's everybody.
Yeah, man, you got a package coming your way. I'll get that in the mail Monday and send you a tracking number for your championship last year. So hopefully we'll see you back in the limited late models here next.
Okie dokie, and I'll be there.
All right, man. The 19 car of Ryan Lefebvre, Venom Racing driver, no stranger of the podium nor victory lane. Ryan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, that's about as close as it gets, brother. That 515 gave it all it's got down there on that bottom side.
Yeah, I started out on the bottom, and then I'm not real great on the top. Then I seen Isaac was running up there, so I figured I better move up now. And then Cox was pretty fast on the bottom, and I actually thought he won. I didn't think I got by him there at the end.
Yeah, he didn't get a good run off of 4. That was rough down right on that berm in 4. So how did the track change, man? It looked like the top was gone.
Yeah, I figured the top, well, if you can run the top, it was there, but you'd have to really be close to the wall. I started out on the bottom, which was pretty good, and then there was a kind of a nice streak around the middle, but then I seen I was losing ground, so that's when I moved up, and I don't know, I still think the bottom was pretty fast, but the problem is the bumps coming out of 4. If you get in there too low, it really upsets the car and have a hard time getting off the corner.
Yeah, man, that's exactly what happened. Chris Cox went down and got in those bumps. So, man, second place last week, first place this week. You're back on pace for another championship. I just told Chris Cox we had champions finish 1-2. You got a package coming your way on Monday. I'll shoot you a tracking number. Another great run by you, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
Yeah, SD Audio, KP Graphics, guys at Venom, and Isaac for following me around. I know I was holding them up again, but
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, man. Great run. We're going to see you in the limited late models?
Not tonight. I think this was enough fun for me on this little track for one night.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
All right, man. There you have it. There is the last year's champion, the 19 car, Ryan Lefebvre, putting it in victory lane. We will take a break, and we will be right back.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Yeah, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Welcome back. Limited late models are out on the track. We're getting ready to have a driver's meeting here momentarily. We'll get the cars off the track. All right, fellas, welcome to Gears Unlimited. Friday Night Lights, limited late models. Get all drivers clear the track. Please, all drivers clear the track. All right, fellas, we'll get a start here. Those of you that were not in the modified race, we have got some parameters for the Dash for Cash. You must run in at least 6 league events, 6 of the weeks. we're going to run a regular Friday Night Lights, 358s, followed by limited late models, close out the night with sprint cars, and we're going to distribute the cash compliments of the Dirt Track Bank. So that is what we're thinking right now. Again, we are concentrating on numbers. If your number does not match your number that was assigned to you in iRacing and on our Discord page, tonight's going to be a warning. First time is a warning. Second time is a feature EOL. And the third time you will be parked until your number matches the number that you requested. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, if somebody does you wrong. Sorry about that. We do live reviews. However, we still have the protest process. We got one protest last week. Please go to our Discord page and fill out a protest form. If there's something that we didn't catch, we will review those for the following week. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right, drivers, bring your patience. We're on a short track. Track is yours for another 3 minutes. Good luck. There is our drivers meeting. I'd like to thank the good folks at the Coast to Coast Racing League. If you're looking for other racers that enjoy racing without all the drama and name calling of normal iRacing, come out and join the Cool Ray Coast to Coast Racing League. There are 16 divisions that race 7 days a week. Currently broadcast 9 divisions. Remember, know that they are a part of something bigger than just the on-track experience. Go to www.c2crl.com. Click apply to join the action. I'd like to thank the good folks at Coast to Coast Racing League. We are not an official member or an official series of Coast to Coast Racing League, but they do support us 100%. We would not even be close to where we're at without their support, so that's greatly appreciated. And our team is all members of Coast to Coast. Great run. What do you got? Who is this? Say the name again, I'm sorry. All right, man, so tonight is your warning. Go into our Discord. There's a driver's number, I think it's called, or numbers in Discord. Request your number, and I'll take care of that for you once you do that. I think you're 0. Hold on here. Yeah, I'll have to check, Kevin. I'll make sure I get that right. That's my fault. I probably missed it. Man, I have been as quick as I can, but I can't get them all when I'm broadcasting and adminning at the same time. So I've been trying. All right, fellas, getting ready to advance. We do mute microphones right before qualifying. Last chance. Any questions? Wish you all the best of luck. Put on a great show. So there you have it. We got a little bit of admin going on there. We bring you along with us. Everything we do here at Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, that was the purpose behind the broadcast. Bring the viewers into exactly what's going on the track. Who we talked to. Looks like the 97 car of Butch Baker. Venom Motorsports or Venom Racing will be the first out on the track for qualifying. also like to thank the folks at Venom for supporting Friday Night Lights. Greatly appreciated. Been with us since the beginning. Looks like Baker's not getting a good run. The 56 car of Randy Shreves is with us in the LGR. Right, Isaac Salas to the top of the board with a 12.642. Last year's champion Chris Cox with a 6.74. Riding along with the 56 of Randy Shreves. Currently he's fifth quick with a 12.835. Donald Ingram, Jesse Ingram in the 7, last week's winner, currently 10th quick with a 12.892. Chisholm Burns in the 10 machine is with us. Currently 13th quick with a 12.911. Kurt Schatzer, my teammate, 7th quick in the 218 machine. Gavin Chatham just finishing up 3rd quick for Gavin. 40 car, James Ingram, currently 20th quick. We do have a pretty full field tonight. Looks like we are going to fill up the feature for sure. David Tormachi in the 313 out on the track. Currently 18th quick with a 14.088. 14088 for the 313. So Chris Cox, last year's champion, at the top of the board with a 12.640. The rest of the field did not need to see the 5.15 at the front of the field. Isaac Salas takes second. Chatham, Davis, Elkins are your top 5. Loomis, Schatzer, Shreves, Alvey, Sharp are your top 10 in qualifying. Again, we are at Fairbury. Buckle your seat belts. We had quite a few cautions in the 358 modifieds. Again, this is the limited late models. Currently do not have a sponsor. If anybody out there would like to sponsor the limited late model division, please send us a message in Discord or Facebook or at my email, joe@gy6rn.com. Love to get a partner on board for the limited late model series. We are just finishing up qualifying. We had 23 drivers in the field. 20 took time. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Chris Cox, Kevin Davis on the front row. Kurt Schatzer, Jeff Sharp in row 2. Chisholm Burns, Dean Mitzler in row number 3. Daniel Cook, Jason Haynes rounds out your field of 8 drivers. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the one to go, going to ask you to be a half car length between yourself. The car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. Top 4 heading directly to the feature. Everyone will go to the feature tonight. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Kevin Davis in the 121 machine to the outside of Chris Cox on that front row. Venom Racing, we saw Kevin run in the 358 modifieds earlier tonight. Had a good run in that car. My teammate Kurt Schatzer in the 218 rolls off P3. Kurt Schatzer's the Coast to Coast Racing League Pro Late Model Champion. So this should be a good battle here with the 515. Last year's champion, Chris Cox, on the pole. Looks like Schatzer wastes no time to get to that high side. Davis with a run off of turn 4. Tried to move up in front of Kevin Davis, or in front of Chris Cox. Chris Cox beating him, banging slide job from the 121, crossover from Cox. Back it down, caution is out. Back it down, caution is out. Looks like Davis went down low. There's the crossover. Kurt Schatzer coming up in P3. 218 EOL. 218 EOL. Chris Cox in the 515 at the front of the field. All right, fellas, next time by, I'm going to give the 1 to go.
Green, green, green. Green flag, green flag.
top 4 heading directly to the feature. Everybody else going to a B main if we have one. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. 24 car of Chatham will start us on the pole here. Got Zachary Loomis in the 37 to his outside. Good looking 37 car, as is the 96 of Chris Alvey. Good looking icy ride. Doyle Lawrence in the dirt track bank number 3 in the back of the field of Raven Graphics. Like to thank Doyle Lawrence, the owner of Raven Graphics, for supporting Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. He is the sponsor up the 305 Sprint Car division. Zachary Loomis gets a great start. 56 gets up into. Back it down. Caution is out. Back it down. Looks like Gavin Chatham got up into the side of somebody there. Two four EOL, 2-4 EOL. Zachary Loomis still on the point in the 37 car. All right, fellas, let's all get caught up. Going to give the 1 to go next time by. Let's get caught up. Leader, going to need you 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. We are going green. The lights are off on the pace truck. Let's get ready to go.
Green, green, green.
Zachary Loomis still at the point in the 37 car. Chris Alvey in the 96 trying to go with him. You got the 10 of Donald Ingram on that high side. Doyle Lawrence currently in the 4th and final transfer position. The 3 car having a great run. Looks like the high side is the place to be. Had 1 car up into the wall. No caution comes out. David Tormachi in the 313 is the first car on the outside looking in. Up front, 37 car, Zachary Loomis having a heck of a run. Currently, my apologies. Working lap 7 of 8. The white flag is out. Loomis, Alvey, Ingram, Lawrence are your top 4. The 313 of David Tormachi is the first car on the outside looking in. It will be Loomis at the line. Alvey, Ingram, and Lawrence run it out to the back stretch. Watch contact, please. Three minutes of warm-up. We will be right back.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we're committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
Welcome back. Practice is just wrapping up. We got a 25-lap main event coming up in the feature. Looking for another driver to punch their ticket to the Week 13 Dash for Cash. It's going to be brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank out of Malvern, Iowa. Again, greatly appreciate the Dirt Track Bank for coming on board and supporting Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Means the world to us. Checkered flag is out. Over warm-ups. We are going to have a 24-car field, I believe. Feature to the grid. Cox, Salas on the front row. Loomis, Sharp in row 2. Elkins, Alvey in row number 3. Burns, Ingram in 4. Ingram, Davis in 5. Shreves, Lawrence in 6. Metzler, Smith in 7. Tormachi, Cook in 8. Baker, Chatham in 9. Hines, Ingram in 10. Ungari and Schatzer in 11. Dylan Corey rounds out your field of 23 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. First start is just like your heat races. Leader 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the one to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. 25 laps to get it done on a short track. Be patient. Race hard. Race clean. Put on a good show. Good luck. Last year's champion, the 515 of Chris Cox. We saw him finish second in the modified division. Chris Cox trying to get a sweep of podiums here. Friday Night Lights. Isaac Salas, Venom Racing driver to his outside. Driver out of North Dakota. It's out in the oil fields. Always a pleasure to talk to Isaac. Pace truck exits, leaves the field to the 515 of Chris Cox. We're about to go 25 laps. Green flag is out. We are underway. Field of 23 drivers taken to Fairbury in the limited late models. 515 slides up in front of the 5 car. Salas returns the favor. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened there. I got 96, slides up. 7 of Ingram makes contact. Can't tell if the 121 got in the back of the 7 or not. I think the field just closed in on those guys. All right, fellas, if you're in the back, get caught up as quickly as possible, please. We will give the 1 to go next time by. Let's go. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Pace truck is off. Chris Cox still on the point with Isaac Salas to his outside. No change at the front. Got a little crowded behind him last time. Oh, 10 car is able to save it. Saw the, back it down. Caution is out. There's the contact with the 10 car. Seven of Ingram once again. Can't tell. Seven car EOL, 7 EOL. Okay. All right, fellas, let's get tightened up. Give the 1 to go this time by. Let's get some green laps underneath us. "24 cars on a short track, kind of hard to keep track of everything." Chris Cox on that front row. Isaac Salas to his outside. We are back under green. Cox with a good restart. Looks like they got up to that outside. Isaac Salas into the outside wall. 37 car. Zachary Loomis trying to capitalize. Big pile up. No caution. Everyone drives away from that one. The 10 car of Chisholm Burns currently in P4. Kevin Davis battling back in the 121, back up to P5. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened there. We will take a look. Looks like the 28 car gets in the back of the 3. '28 EOL, 28 EOL. So we've had a rash of cautions here. We're only on lap 7 of. Going to give the 1 to go this time by. Let's tighten it up. All right, drivers, let's settle in. We're only on lap 7 of 25. Let's get some green laps in. Settle in. Pace truck leaves the field to the 5:15 of Chris Cox. We will be single file restarts from here on out for the rest of the night. Good start by the 5:15. Isaac Salas goes with the 5:15. 5-car Venom Racing. Zachary Loomis in P3. Chisholm Burns up 3. Caution is out. Back it down. Not sure what happened here. We'll see if we can find the right car first. '97-26 just gets loose up high. Nowhere for the 97 to go. Kurt Schatzer behind him. Can't get it woed down into the side of the 726. All right, going to give the 1 to go next time by. Going to give the 1 to go next time by. Haven't got many green laps in here for the 5-car to challenge the 5:15. Last year's champion. Pace truck will exit, leaving the field to the 5:15. Chris Cox at the front of the field. Isaac Salas in the 5-car. We are back under green. Cox with a great start. Salas does not let him get far from the front of the 5-car this time. Salas dives it down low, going to try the bottom side. Will slide up, crossover from Cox. Cox now on that bottom side. Looks like we are going to do... Salas gets in the back of the 5:15. Chris Cox keeps his lead. 37 of Loomis. Watching these two. 7:26, those are the leaders. '10-car of Chisholm Burns got into some sort of altercation, apparently. 7:26. You're done for the night, sir. Gets the lead over to the 5 car of Isaac Salas. Not sure what happened to the 515. He got caught up, currently in 4th. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go next time by. Going to give the 1 to go next time by. Isaac Salas at the front of the field gets a great start. Zachary Loomis in the 37 in P2. Chris Cox trying to rebound in the 515. Got Daniel Elkins to his rear bumper. 121 of Kevin Davis battling it out. Looks like Gavin Chatham up 12 positions from his starting spot.
The yellow flag is out.
Back it down. Caution is out. See what happened here with the 87 car of Daniel Elkins. Looks like he's okay there. The 121 car is coming, no contact. Just pinches the 121 on that outside. See if we can find him.
Green, green, green. Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
'17 car EOL. All right, fellas, if you're in the back, let's get caught up as quickly as possible. We are only on lap 13 of 25. Isaac Salas, Loomis, Cox are your top 3. We knew tonight was going to be rough on Fairbury. We have had a rash of cautions.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is back out. We are underway. Isaac Salas at the front. Now Chris Cox in the 515 slide job. Gets up in front of Loomis. Cut that slide job awful thin. 37 car back to P3. Kevin Davis in the 121 back in P4. Gavin Chatham continues his assault on the field. Oh, somebody up hard into the wall. Gavin Chatham up 13. Back it down. Caution is out once again. Not sure who that was. We'll ride along with Butch Baker here. All right, fellas, going to give the one to go this time by. Working lap 20 of 25. Salas holding down the lead. Gavin Chatham. Actually, Kurt Schatzer in the 218 now. Up 18 positions from his start. Chatham up 15. Those two, the 218 and the 24, working their way to the front of the field. Kevin Davis going to battle it out with his teammate, Isaac Salas. Working lap 20 of 25. Salas getting away from the field while these three, Schatzer, Davis, Chatham, try to figure out who's going to be the third and final podium finish. Got just a few laps to get it done. Chris Cox now back in the mix. Schatzer and Chatham dive down low. We got a banged up 218 car still getting it done. Tries to get back up on that high side behind the 24 of Chatham. The 515 gets back into the 218. Back it down. Caution is out. Try to see what happened here. Big pile up. .515 EOL. So we got a green-white checker coming up. Not a good night for last year's champion in the 515 machine. However, the 24 of Gavin Chatham currently up 15 spots from his start. Getting ready for our first green-white checker as we have gone into a bit of overtime. We got to get out to the 305 sprint cars coming up next. Isaac Salas at the front of the field. Kevin Davis thought about diving down underneath his teammate. Couldn't quite make that work. Gavin Chatham in the third and final podium. Jesse Ingram now battling back in the 7 car. He wants back on the podium after a win last week. Those two beating and banging. Gavin Chatham still last lap. Top 3 start finish line. No contact after race. No contact. Watch contact. Top 3 start finish line. Gavin Chatham coming up just short, 12 spots from his starting position. Got a little rough there in the final closing laps. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for interviews. Waiting on Jesse Ingram to come up to the booth, and we will get a word with the driver of the 7 car. While we wait on Ingram, we'll get a word with the 121. Venom Racing. Kevin Davis gets the 121 back on the podium. Kevin, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was rough.
It was a battle, that's for sure.
I don't know what else to say. There's a lot of banged up race cars out there, man. Another podium for Venom. How'd you get there?
Man, this track is so top dominant, and the bottom never comes in. And with these cars being so momentum based, it's hard to pass without throwing these sliders. Between trying to dodge the wreckage and just running right there along people and hoping they make mistakes, and just I threw a couple of haymakers, got tight a few times, and luckily caution saved me. And other than that, I just tried to be patient as much as I can. It was hard.
Man, it's a good debut for your official entrance into Venom Racing. You got anybody you'd like to thank, man, for your podium?
Yeah, I definitely want to appreciate all the guys over there at Venom. I'm glad they welcomed me over. It was definitely an honor to be part of their team. A bunch of great racers, good guys to hang out with. I want to thank Downrange Transport for providing the sim and all the tracks and content that I get to race with. I want to thank all the fans that love to watch the streams and just love to come out and support us. And want to definitely thank you, Joe, and Got Your Six Racing Network for hosting all of this and putting this show on, making it possible for us to come race.
Yeah, man, great run by you, my brother. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, sir. We'll see you.
Yes, sir. Jesse Ingram in the 7 car didn't think he was going to get it done. Comes from nowhere, puts the 7, wins last week, puts it on the podium in P3 this week. Jesse, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you.
Man, that was rough, brother. I was just talking to Davis. You guys were beating and banging and beating the daylights out of each other, man. How was your night?
It was really rough. Like, I personally do not like this track, but I don't know. I don't even know how I made it to the front, honestly.
You know what? The important thing is you got there, my brother. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your 2nd podium of the season?
I got to thank Cox Gaming and my brother. My dad, he just joined this league, so hopefully we can get him to the front. And that's about it.
Man, that's awesome. Great run by you, my friend, and we hopefully see you next week or tonight in the sprint cars.
Probably next week.
All right, man. Have a great night.
You too.
Isaac Salas in the 5 car starts outside pole, moves up 1 position. Isaac, this is Joe. You got me? Man, another great run by the 5 car. You had your teammate there. Looks like Kevin was going to try to jump you there on the start and thought better of it and got back in line. Great run by you, man. How was the race?
You know, it was a battle, Joe. It was a battle, but you know what? It's short track racing. You know, some people don't have the patience that some people do, so it's a part of it.
Yeah, I was as busy as I've ever been in that race trying to get all this in. But another great run by you, man. You want to give your sponsors a shout out once again?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, congrats to Kev, man. He drove his way through the field. Same with Malachi. I know Malachi finished right outside the freaking podium. So congrats to those guys, you know, and thanks to Venom. Absolutely, thank you to those guys. We were having a blast in there. I know it was Caution Fest, but I mean, you know what? When you can still have a good time with the guys, then that's what it's about. Thanks to Dean, the Super Dirt Car Series, Magnum Race Designs for all the good work that Brian does. You know, he's busy right now, but I mean, he's busy for a reason. He really is. Thanks to you, Joe. I bet that was, wow. I bet that was a fun one. I'll tell you that much. That's all I gotta say about it. It was a fun one. So, and then thanks to all the drivers and everyone that came and watched. I know I know those races aren't the most fun to watch or be a part of, but you know what? It's still, at least you're racing, you know? At least you're racing.
Yeah, I hope we get some relief next week and get off these short tracks just for 1 week, get a breath, and then back at it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And sometimes that's all it takes, you know? I mean, I've done some leagues where that's all it really took was one place that you had enough room to kind of give each other the space and still be fast. And then after that, it was like, okay, well, this guy kind of respects me, everything like that. But yeah, man, thanks to everything you do, Joe. I know there's a lot of people that have no idea the amount of effort that you do. So yeah, hats off to you, buddy.
Man, thank you. Yeah, I love doing it for you, my brother. We gonna see you in the sprint cars?
Yeah, I'm gonna try my luck. We'll try to go for 3 podiums here. I ain't
Attaboy.
feeling confident, but we're doing it. So
let's get her done and make sure those guys stay calm.
Exactly. Well, I'll make sure these boys. We'll see if we can pull out a Venom 1, 2, 3. We got the 1, 2 down, and we got a 1, 3 down. So now we're just looking for a 1, 2, 3.
Man, I look forward to it. Good luck, man.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. There you have it. There are the limited late models. As you heard, it was a rough one. We will move over to the 305 sprint cars and hope for better results. So we will be right back.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give them a quick brush, and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
I'm smiling.
You don't know why you're smiling. We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins, and then I'll have you walk him forward. It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit, and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well. They can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels, and you can weave through them, and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we can grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property, that, you know, we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing. Talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people.
Obstacles. I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.
Welcome back. This is the Nightcap. We are back with the 305 Sprint cars, getting ready to call the drivers off the track for a quick drivers meeting. Get all drivers clear the track. Please, all drivers clear the track. All right, drivers, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights 305 Sprint Cars, brought to you by Raven Graphics. Those of you that weren't in the earlier sessions, we do have some format framework for the Dash for Cash in week 13 of this year. You must run in at least half of our races this season, which is 6 or more, and win a feature. And if you do so, you will qualify for the Dirt Track Bank Dash for Cash in week 13, where we're going to run a regular Friday Night Lights, and we're going to take the averages and to figure out the payouts. There will be money paid out, obviously, if it's a Dash for Cash. So we're looking forward to that. Pretty excited. Look for more news to come out. But for now, those are the general rules. Everyone else, don't forget, we are looking at numbers. Your number must match your number that is assigned to you by Friday Night Lights on iRacing. If you first time, you'll get a warning. Second time, you will get a feature EOL. Third time, you will be parked until your number matches. I think that's all I have. Any questions, comments, or concerns? So we are. That was I'm going to have to get with the drivers and see what you guys think. That was kind of the topic of discussion about people coming in this late. That's kind of why we went with the minimum of 6. So if you guys don't like that idea, please let's get a conversation started on Discord, how you would like to see this Dash for Cash done. Yeah, we're still accepting drivers. All they have to do is go on Facebook or Discord, let me know, and we'll get them hooked up. What? Oh, that's another thing, man. Thank you. See, did we plan this or what? So if you are not on our Discord, Friday Night Lights Discord, you have to be on Discord to race in Friday Night Lights. We will repost that on our Facebook page. Does everybody know where our Facebook page is? Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. We'll repost the Discord link, and yeah, you need to be in Discord so you can get your league number down and we can communicate better. Still haven't been able to get a hold of a couple guys from last week, so Discord is a must for Friday Night Lights. Any other questions? All right, fellas, you got to save us. Mods had a rough night with cautions. Late models had a worse night with cautions. So counting on the sprint cars here to kind of pull us out of the bottom there. So I wish you all the best of luck. We do mute microphones right before qualifying, so we are going to advance. Got about 2 seconds if you have any more questions. I'm old and slow, sir. All right, fellas, good luck. All right, we have advanced to qualifying again. Everything we do here at Got Your Six Racing Network is with the thought of reaching out to those veterans out there that are hurting. 22 veterans a day take their own life, which is 22 too many. So we're trying to do our small part here by getting some information out to companies out there that are helping veterans with PTSD and to try to lower that number of veteran suicides. If you know a veteran out there, man, please reach out to them. Just start a conversation. Let them know you're thinking about them, you care about them, and you never know where that conversation might lead. You could save a life with just that conversation. So that's what we're about. We're here. So hopefully reach out. Someone that's not in a great place, give them the avenues to where they might reach out. So that's what we are here for. That's what's behind the name Got Your Six Racing Network. If you know any veterans out there, man, please reach out to them, check on them, see how they're doing. You never know what frame of mind they're in. So that's what we're all about here at GY6RN. Qualifying has begun. The 056 of Randy Shreves out on the track is 11.519 quick time so far. Chris Schaefer in the 23 car, currently 8th quick. Boy, we got qualifying done here quick. We only have 12 cars in the field tonight, 12, 13, 14 actually. So we will get underway here very shortly. Looks like we got 2 more cars to take time. Joe Canellis and Jared Jackson. As always, like to welcome Jared Jackson to the show. Hopefully we get a chance to chat with Jared Jackson here coming up in the fall season, maybe co-host. Those of you that don't know Jared, there is a podcast out there. You can find out all about Jared Jackson. Super neat guy, and can't wait to have him up in the booth and call a racer or 10 with us. Again, big shout out to those guys. This is Raven Graphics 305 Sprint Cars, Doyle Lawrence. Greatly appreciate all the support that he provides to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. And also can't forget to actually shout out to Gears Unlimited, Billy Roberts and the folks up in Independence, Missouri, doing some cool stuff with suspensions and drive lines, carbon fiber drive lines for late models and modifieds, which I thought was pretty cool. Has supported us from the beginning, so greatly appreciated, Mr. Roberts. Check them out at Independence, Missouri. Stop by the shop and say hi. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Randy Shreves, Isaac Salas on the front row, Chris Cox, Jeff Falero in row 2, Butch Baker, Doug Ungari in row number 3, Jared Jackson on Edge Racing rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind that pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Everyone is headed to the feature. Race hard, race clean, put on a good show. Again, we are at Fairbury, so be patient. Good luck. 56 of Randy Shreves will start on the pole. ABR driver comes to us from the Coast to Coast Racing League. Saw the promo right before we went live with the 305 Sprint cars. He is a champion in Coast to Coast Racing in the UMPs. I can't remember what else. I think 2 different things. So Isaac Salas to his outside in Venom Racing. Jeff Falero in the 14 car is tough. He's also out of Coast to Coast Racing League and driver out of Canada. So watch for the 14 to have a great night. Green flag is out. We are underway. Shreves on the bottom side. Salas with a little bit of advantage there at the start. Falero sliding up, almost getting into the 5 car. Shreves able to get out in front of the 5. Those two make contact. Looks like Shreves is going to be split. Chris Cox in the 515. We've said that name all night. Cox gaming driver to the point in the 515 machine. Chris having a heck of a night with Randy Shreves falling back to P2. Jeff Falero in the 14 P3. Butch Baker in the 97 Venom car is the 4th and final transfer position. Working lap 4 of 8. Doug Ungari in the 69 car on the tail tank of the 97. Up front, Chris Cox not looking back. Currently has a 3/10 of a lead over Randy Shreves. Looks like your top 2 are going to pull away from the field a little bit here. Shreves closes in on the tail tank of the 515. Shreves going to try down low. Can't make that work. Working lap 7 of 8. Got a car around in the back. Backing down. Caution is out. Looks like the 97 car of Butch Baker went around all by himself. We will take a quick look. Gets up into the wall by himself. All of our replays are brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. Chris Cox still at the front of the field. Randy Shreves was putting the pressure on there. We are going to have a green-white checkers in our first heat race of the night. Lights are off on the pace truck. The 515 will bring us to the green flag. Again, Randy, Shreves, Falero, and Gary are the top 4. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Good restart for Chris Cox in the 515. Looks like the 69 car tried to dive down low, moving Isaac Salas in the 5 car into the 4th and final transfer position. Up front, Chris Cox in the 515 getting it done. It's got 2 more corners to navigate, and he will. Cox, Shreves, Falero, Salas. Run it out to the back stretch. Watch contact, please. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, Jason Hines on the front row. Andy Patton, Chris Schaefer in row number 2. Chris Alvey, Daniel Cook in 3. Joe Canellis rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, fellas, welcome to heat number 2. Leader, one and a half car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump to start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Everyone headed to the feature. Looks like the 24 car might miss the grid here. Race hard, race clean. Put on a good show, fellas. Good luck. Looks like we might have 2 cars that aren't going to grid. Waiting on Gavin Chatham and Joe Canellis. This will put Andy Patton in the Air Force 87 car on the pole. I'd like to thank Andy for his service to the United States Air Force. So we called for 7, only 5 took to grid. So we will see how this plays out. Eight laps to get it done. Pace truck will exit, leaving the field to Andy Patton next time by. 96 car of Chris Alvey with us in good-looking Wrangler machine. And Daniel Cook in the 726 car, bright green machine. Great-looking wrap. Andy Patton in the 87 will take us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Got Jason Hines to his outside. Patton slides down low, gets on that high side. Patton with a lot of momentum makes contact with Andy Patton. Caution is out, back it down. Caution is out, back it down. See what happened here between Patton and looks like it was an attempt at a slide job, but not a very good one. '66 EOL, 66 EOL. Chris Alvey takes over the lead in the 96 machine. Going to give the 1 to go this time by. Chris Schaefer, P2. Daniel Cook in the 726 car, and Andy Patton are your top 4 and your only 4 left on the track. It will be Chris Alvey bringing us to the green flag. 66, those are the leaders behind you. Hold your line, sir. Hold your line. 23 car of Chris Schaefer gets up into the outside wall. Not sure what happened here. Looks like a couple cars just got up into the wall. 23 and the 66. 66 goes out wide in front of the leaders, knocks off 2 front wings there. Looks like they came back. All right, fellas, let's settle in. Gonna give the 1 to go this time by. get caught up in the back. Let's get caught up in the back. Let's go.
Green, green, green.
One, two, three.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We're about to go 30 laps here at Fairbury. We're hoping for not as many cautions as we've seen throughout the night. This has been a rough night on the drivers. The track is super difficult. Get this many cars on the track at once, this size. it becomes very difficult for the driver. So let's hope for better results for tonight. Feature to the grid, Chris Cox, Chris Alvey on the front row, Shreves Patton in row 2, Falero Schaefer in 3, Salas Cook in 4, Ngari Chatham in 5, Butch Baker, John Haynes in 6, Jared Jackson, Joe Canellis rounds out your field of 14 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. We're going to be running 30 laps. Restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Looks like we did have a few cars not make the grid. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Still waiting on Jared Jackson, I think, dropped, as did Joe Canellis. So they will not grid. We will take the green flag with 12 cars. 430 laps here around Fairbury. Again, it's been a long night. There are tracks that drivers dread. Well, I got to tell you, there's tracks that I dread as a... putting on a stream also, so let's hope for better results tonight out of the 305 sprint cars. Again, Dash for Cash, week 13. That's going to be something to see. Brought to you by the good folks at the Dirt Track Bank. All feature winners will qualify as long as they meet the requirements. Chris Cox will break us to the green flag. Green flag is out, 5:15. Great start by Chris Cox. Let's see if he dives back up to that top line, and he will. Looks like the top line is the preferred line. 96 gets a little too close, gets into that outside. Move Randy Shreves up to P2 in the 56 machine. Chris Alvey in P3. Andy Patton, Jeff Falero, two coast-to-coast racing veterans. A 23 car of Chris Schaefer's going to dive down in there, see if he can't get up into the mix. Falero in the 14, currently running P5. Andy Patton in the 87. Showing some patience here early. Go on board with Randy Shreves in the 056 machine as he tracks down the 515 of Chris Cox. Back it down. Caution is out. See if we can see what happened here to the 23 car. Cox battling for 5th position. Gets up into the wall by himself there, it looks like. Chris Cox in the 515 at the front of the field. Restarts on the leader. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. Ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Lights are off on the pace truck. Let's tighten it up. Chris Cox will take us to the green flag in the 515. He's had a heck of a night tonight. Last year's limited late model champion for Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Good start by the 515. Randy Shreves falls in line behind him once again. Shreves is known to be patient. He will bide his time. Shreves gets up into that outside wall. Able to hold on to P2. Andy Patton and the 14 of Falero now going to battle it out. Falero trying that bottom side. Working lap 9 of 30. Looks like Isaac Salas is going to come up through the field, as is Gavin Chatham. We saw Chatham make some big moves in the limited late model race. Didn't turn out the way that he'd liked, but he was up a group of positions from the start. Up front, Chris Cox, Randy Shreves. The 56 keeping the 515 in his sights. Jeff Valero now has fallen back off the pace just a little bit. See that band of slick there as that cushion starts to push out towards the outside wall. These are your top two, Chris Cox and Randy Shreves. Oh, Chris Cox gets into the outside wall, gives the lead over to Randy Shreves in the 56. So Cox finds the wall. Shreves takes over the lead. Cox is able to recover. Isaac Salas now going to battle it out with Andy Patton, and Salas gets into the wall. Up front, Shreves now pulling away from Chris Cox in P2. Isaac Salas, back it down. Caution is out. Looks like the 96 car went up high, came down low, trying that bottom side. Slide job by the 96, not quite. Tough call on this one, I'll tell you that for sure. Looks like the 69 car. '69 EOL, 69 EOL. Okay, so here we go. Randy Shreves still at the front of the field. Going to give the one to go this time by. Working lap 16 of 30. Randy Shreves will bring us to the green flag with Chris Cox on his tail tank, followed by Salas, Patton, and Hines. Good start by Shreves. Shreves staying on that high side, 515. Tries to slide up in front of Salas, and he will. Salas getting up into the wall. Andy Patton now going to come up to the rear of the 5 car. As the 66 car of Jason Hines, driver out of Canada, he's going to try that bottom side. I don't think I've seen cars hit the wall so much here. Oh, my goodness. No caution.
The yellow flag is out.
Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like Chris Cox got into an incident there. Chris Cox got a little bit loose, came down. 66 car hits the Randy Shreves still on the point. We are working lap 19 of 30. All right, fellas, 19 of 30. Let's settle in. Looks like we got cars dropping off every lap, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Lights are off on the pace truck. Shreve, Salas, Hines, Chatham are your top 4. Green flag is out. Great start by the 56 machine. Jason Hines takes it back down low, trying to get underneath the 5 car of Salas. Gavin Chatham in the 24, up 6 positions from the start in the first car outside of a podium finish. Jason Hines into 66. Still trying that low side, trying to get underneath the 5 car of Salas. Can't quite get it done. Looks like that high side is just too fast off the bottom. Gavin Chatham decides to go down low and try to get a run of it. Randy Shreves in the 56 car. Now Isaac Salas is going to dive down low. Slide job was coming. No drive off the bottom of turn 2. He's going to lose some ground to the 56 of Shreves. Hines in P3. Chatham up 6 positions. Hines actually up 9 positions from his start. He's looking for another podium finish. Working lap 25. Salas once again just can't get the momentum in a 305 sprint car to slide up in front of the 56 of Shreves. He's giving it everything he's got. Working lap 26 of 30. Shreves consistent on that high side, hitting his lines every time. Chatham gets by Hines in the 24 machine. Looks like the 66 got loose up high, left the door open to the 24, and Gavin was all over it. Lap 27 of 30. Looks like those two are going to battle it out. Salas trying to close back in on the tail tank up the 56 to see if he can't make another charge for the lead on lap 28 of 30. Chatham now on the bottom side, 66 car of Jason Hines on the high side. 1 lap to go for Shreves. Will Jason Hines have anything for the 24? Gavin Chatham blocks that bottom line. Shreves on the high side. It will be at the line. Shreves, Salas, Chatham. Top 3 start finish line, please. Top 3 start finish line. Fireworks go off, so we made it through a full night. Trying to get underneath the victory lane sign there. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for your interviews. We will get a word with your top 3. Gavin Chatham up 7 positions from his start, puts it in the podium. Good run by the 24 machine and the 66 of Jason Hines. Battled it out there. But it is indeed the 24 car. Gavin, this is Joe. You got me? Gavin, this is Joe. You got me?
I hear you, Joe.
Hey, man, I think you probably passed more cars than anybody in the whole deal here tonight. You were up a group in the limited late models. You're up 7 from your starting position, man. How'd you get through everybody?
Just got to be patient. Being patient at Fairbury is hard, but if you're patient and avoid some of the wrecks, you can work your way up there. You just got to be smooth and hit your line right, and we were able to do that tonight. Unfortunately, we put ourselves in a hole in the late models and the modifieds, and then unfortunately in the sprint cars everything was looking good, and the computer froze up on me. So unfortunate, but we battled back and got a good run out of it, and that's how you make championships out of that stuff.
Yeah, man, consistency wins championships, they say. So, man, it was fun to watch you. Hopefully next week, I can't remember what track we're at, but I know it's not a short track. I'm ready for some wide open racing It's been 2 rough weeks, man. We've had a lot of cautions, so I hope it doesn't discourage the drivers. But nonetheless, man, you've been able to move up through the field. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Joe, I just want to thank you for putting this on Friday Night Lights and all the sponsors that helped this thing happen. It's a good time to run on Friday nights. I want to thank Chatham Motorsports, Premier Racing Setups. Check them out if you need setup help. Use Chatham 15 for 15% off your code for your order. MSMD. Mike Schick Motorsports Designs, Velocity Race Designs gives us awesome wraps. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Northeast Outlaw Motorsports. So I thank them, my teammates there for we get together and kind of brainstorm on how to get faster. And thank you all them for what they do as well.
Yeah, man. And so this hasn't been said on the air, but those of you out there listening, Gavin Chatham gave us a pretty substantial donation to get done what we got to get done, man. That is so greatly appreciated. If anybody out there wants to donate, you can go to gy6rn.com. But Gavin, man, you stepped up, man, and that is super, super greatly appreciated.
You're welcome, Joe. And you do a lot for us, and I just want to keep the league going. It's a fun time to run on Friday nights, and anybody out there, please feel free to help out. Even if it's not minimum, $5-10 or whatever, just help Joe out to get the league going. I know he's probably got some really cool stuff planned for the future, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Great race. See you next week, brother.
All right, sounds good. Everybody, Joe, have a nice weekend.
You too. The 5-car of Isaac Salas got a podium sweep. He didn't get his 1-2-3 Venom sweep, but nonetheless, the 5-car is back on the podium. Isaac, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
So that was a little bit better. We had quite a few cars drop out there, which probably lowered our caution count there. Great run by you, man. How's the track? And I noticed you were diving underneath Shreves, but 305 just has no drive off that bottom, man.
Yeah, there was. I went for a slider, and there was absolutely nothing. And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this one then. And then caught up a little bit, tried it again, and by then I was way too far back. And then I kind of reeled him in again, and I think I just started pushing myself too hard to gain stuff. And so, I mean, mental mistakes, little mistakes, and he got a win. So good for him.
Yeah, man. What's that trick in yo-yos? I think it's called the sleeper, where you throw it and it just stays down there. It's kind of what it looked like when you went in for the slider, man, and then it just kind of stopped. And it was pretty noticeable, man. These cars just do not have the fizz. But great run by you. A podium sweep for the 5-car, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, man. Obviously, the Venom boys. It was fun. I mean, I had my racing on one screen. I had the real life racing at Lernerville tonight on my second screen. So during caution laps, I was staring at the races. But other than that, like obviously you. I mean, hats off to you, Joe. Appreciate everything you do. I really do. I don't know if I could even word it, so we'll just go with that.
If we can save a life, brother, it's all worth it.
Absolutely, dude. I know there's a whole lot of people that have no idea some of the stuff that we do, that you do for sure. Man, you're a role model. I'll tell you that much. You're a really good role model. After that, everyone that came and raced and watched the broadcast, it truly does mean a lot for the people that get to watch this. I know that when I get to send the links out, when I finally get around to doing that, I know my Gramps is going to be watching. So he's a vet, and I love him. I love him to death. So I'm excited for him to watch the races tonight. And then, yeah, man, just everybody that makes it possible. Makes it a lot of fun to be here.
Yeah, man. So why are you watching Lernerville? You don't know anybody that races for real anyways.
I don't know, just because Malachi put it on. I am a huge fan of racing. It doesn't matter. So I mean, if I'm gonna be in a race, I might as well have some background racing.
Great run, man, and we'll see you next week.
Awesome, thank you, Joe.
All right, man, have a good weekend.
You too.
56 car of Randy Shreves shows up, moves up 2 positions from his starting position, puts on a show, hit his line perfectly to end the night. Randy, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, you were on a rail. I don't think anybody, once you got to the lead, no one had anything for you, man. How was your night? How was the track?
It was a typical Fairbury, really slick up top and nothing at the bottom. So definitely got to try to keep it up the top. And yeah, I thought I lost it there early on to Chris because I got into the wall. He got by me, and then played patience game after that. He got into the wall. I got back around him and just tried to stick it up top the rest of the race.
Yeah, and it worked, my brother. You were on a rail up. You hit the same line. We were watching you on the broadcast every time. Saw you get into the wall early, but man, you pulled it out. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
Yeah, for sure, and it definitely feels good to get a win at my one of my home tracks. Definitely want to thank LGR Motorsports, Alex Bergeron at ABR Setup Shops, Coulter West at Redline Race Design, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, CDS Photography, you, Joe, for putting on this league and having an awesome broadcast every week and giving us a place to race. And definitely want to thank everybody for watching.
Yeah, man, great run by the 56. Great to see you back in victory lane, my brother. And I wish you a great weekend and hope to see you. Now you're qualified for the Dash for Cash. I'm telling you, this is going to be something else. Good
Yeah.
friends at the Dirt Track Bank kind of stepped up, man. I'm super excited about that. So now you're qualified as long as you get those 6 races in. So looking forward to that in week 13. But great run by you tonight, man. I wish you a great weekend.
All right, thanks, Joe. You too.
All right, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It was a rough night at Fairbury. A little short track got many drivers probably frustrated tonight. Got the broadcaster probably frustrated a time or two, but we made it through. I'm not real certain where we are at next week, but no matter how frustrated we get, man, that's you got to remember what we're here for, why I put this together, and why I do what I do. That's to reach out to those out there that may be hurting and too proud to say anything, man. You reach out. If you're out there and you're hurting, reach out, let somebody know, even if it's only a conversation. Man, you got to make that happen. 22 veterans a day is way too many. So yeah, just please, if you're out there, man, reach out. There is help, and there's actually a bright future ahead of you. So greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. Please leave us a like or a comment. Let us know how we're doing, what you like, what you don't like, and we will do our best to accommodate. Other than that, we will see you next week. I can't remember where we're at, but wish you a great weekend, and see you next time.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with 1 combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. It automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. You know, we first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, you know, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. You know, there's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. I mean, we've seen 4 eagle rays at once. I mean, just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.